Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Lini. Very nice to meet you, whoever watches this video. Yes, I am the one who uploaded a ton load of videos of Stray Kids, and in this video, first of all, I would like to thank all of the people who watched my videos, watched my uploads, because I did not expect, all of it to blow up so fast. Well, actually, I should have, because it's Stray Kids. And also, I really want to thank everyone who subscribed to my channel, because within the matter of like about 3 days, the amount of my subscribers skyrocketed from 49 up to like almost 1,000 people. And I do hope that you will stick around in the future, not only for the Stray Kids concert content, sorry, my English has left the chat, but also for some more stuff to come of my own. And yeah, so in this very video I'm gonna share my first-hand experience of going to Stray Kids concerts both days in New Jersey, Newark, while it's still fresh. And okay, so let's get to it without any further ado. Well, first of all, I would like to apologize for my voice, because it's cracked and my throat actually hurts after all these crazy screaming. You heard it in my videos, guys, especially in the song, like in the drive section where Pangchan and Lino were singing it. My dream came true. My God, thank you, day 2. Thank you, boys. It was so good. Whew. And yes, also for the angle of the camera, I'm sorry, but my ring light's phone holder broke just recently, and I have not ordered the replacement yet. But it's not an issue, and I hope that my video will be helpful to all those states who are gonna visit the concerts, in Atlanta, in LA, in the Washington state, and in Chicago. So let's get to it. Okay, let me start with the pricing and the ticketing, like the most essential question. I roughly spent $2,100 on both tickets because I really had good seats. So on the day 1, it was if you look from the stage point of view, it's the left section. I think it was section 8 in Prudential Center, and the row 6 or row 4. I mean, you saw it in the video, like, 'cause it was like the side seat, and that one was $816.35 with all the taxes. Well, roughly $800.
Thank you, Ticket Scanner. Oh, I was meaning to say Ticketmaster.
Because Prudential Center's official website sent me straight to the Ticketmaster, and I'm kind of, frequenting to buy like tickets from that website because, I did have, my trust in it before, when I went to, Chris Bottes and Dave Koz concerts, not that long ago. But, when it comes to such pop stars like Stray Kids or BTS, oh Lord, do resellers work fast? And I honestly am very mad at it, like many people, and I really wish that that huge chunk of money that they, put on top of the actual price would actually go to the artist's pocket, not to their pocket, because they have nothing to do with the actual show making. My day 2 ticket was roughly $1,300. I decided to splurge because, yes, it was also a verified resale ticket.
Ticketmaster, I wish you all the best of luck. I hope karma gets to you. But anyways.
But I had like really good seat, and I was actually supposed to be a VIP, audience with a sound check access, but Ticketmaster decided otherwise, and I missed on that opportunity. I will be very mad at it, but I was still very happy, and that's why I decided to upload day 2 videos more, because it had the best angle. It was like right the center of the stage, right the front, and
the view was amazing. Alrighty, next.
The venue. So the venue was actually big. It wasn't like a stadium, like MetLife Stadium size big, but it was pretty decently sized. I would say like Barclays Center in Brooklyn. I mean, I don't know what about like about the size of other like similar venues in other cities in the States. Just let me know in the comments, guys. And I actually did make some connections with other girls with other stays, because I was happy, and I was actually kind of intimidated how prepared those hardcore stays were with all the outfits and stuff. Yeah, and I actually spoke to, one of the girls, and she told me that she knew them ever since they debut, and
I've been sleeping on this group for 4 years. I'm a baby stay. Yikes, shame on me.
But anyways, and she told me that she went to their first tour, I think on Lock or something, and it was a very small venue, and it was really nice to see them grow, she said. And I was actually happy to hear that, and I hope that next time it will be a giant stadium tour, because they deserve the best. So the line was crazy. I feel like people started gathering at least 2 hours prior to the beginning of the show, because the crowd was huge both days, especially I think on the day 2, because even Chan mentioned that, wow, the place is packed today, because they were supposed to have like 1-day concert, but which was initially on June 29th, but they added June 28th due to a very high demand. And I remember I had to wait in a line, in an online Ticketmaster line, for like an hour and a half to get that ticket. But anyway, I was able to run like from the back, because people who were like security, whatever, like the ticketers, they just asked some people to move on. So I was able to get there a little earlier, and the concert both days, the concert started 15 minutes later. So the official start was supposed to be at 7:30, but because people were gathering, it actually started 15 minutes later, like almost sharp. 15 minutes later sharp on the day 1, and roughly 15 minutes later on the day 2. On the day 2, by the way, because I was on the floor seat, I was able to get to my seat a lot earlier. The line to the floor seats was not as crazy as it was on, all the upper levels on the sides. I mean, because the tickets were expensive. I mean, that's the good point. I mean, that's the fair point. And yeah, I was actually able to sneak in my drink, my water, and like my snacks that I bought before, because, the Aquafina bottled water, which I bought on a day 1 because I was thirsty and it was hot outside, was $5. While in a regular grocery shop, the same bottle of Aquafina, 500 milliliters, is like, what,
maximum $2? Well, I mean, it's the venue, so it's their policy. But
anyways, and food and drinks from outside are not allowed in any venues like that. But because of the hecticness of how huge crowd was, I was able to do that. I mean, you can take a risk, but I'm not sure how safe that could be, but I was able to. Like, I'm just letting you know. And they asked to, take out all the keys, all the wallets and the phones on the table, so that you can get scanned on this like thing. Yeah, just move fast, guys. I mean, I was lucky because I actually arrived about 30 minutes before the official start of the show. But yeah, the crowd was really crazy.
One very important thing I actually forgot to mention when I remembered it while editing this video, guys, make sure you get home safe, and just keep in mind that if you, like me, on a first day, will end up, getting, I don't know, to your hotel or home on Uber, the demand at that time will be so high, because it was a crazy amount of people, honestly, like leaving, like basically flooding the area surrounding Prudential Center. You will have to wait for a cab for a long time. Like, it took me 1.5 hours to finally catch a cab, because my request got canceled like 5 times. 5 times. And I'm visiting, I am not a driver, and I did not rent a car because I would just use taxi, or I would just go with the public transportation. And the next day, by the way, I learned my lesson, and I just bought a ticket to the train. Thank God they were running in New Jersey. So yeah, and I got home about at the same, like about 1 a.m. in the morning or something, but it was much faster. So if you do have a chance to use any public transportation, because boys will be performing in major cities, make sure you have it, and or you have your own ride, because the taxi demand will be extremely, extremely crazy. Just for your own safety,
concert. Okay? I did watch the fan cams of Seoul concert where their tour started, and I actually really loved how on the day 1, with an opening act, their jackets were white. I loved their outfits, by the way. Let me Tell you something. Their stylists, the designers, they did such an amazing job on the outfits, especially on Chan's, cropped top. He didn't really have to do, do much lifting that shirt up. It's so hilarious. I mean, it still cracks me up about, the thing that, male idols do, like flashing their abs, like during some certain, like, part of choreography. Oy. But yeah, those white, jackets with, this beautiful sparkly web. Oh man, guys looked so hot. Those tight leather pants, I wonder how they actually move in those, let alone how they walk, because they looked so tight. I mean, sometimes I like in the back of my hand at some point I was thinking like, I hope they're not gonna like rip off and tear apart. I mean, stays will be happy, but boys will be embarrassed. So yeah. Ugh. Yeah, and the day two, they actually wore like all black ones, the ones that I actually saw in the Soul concert. So yes, both days they had like some slight differences in shows, which I really, really loved, and thank God I went to both days. I do not regret splurging that crazy amount of money for tickets because it was totally worth it. I'm gonna be hyped for the entire next week with that energy. You can tell that I'm like still, woo.
Kind of. I'm just so happy, and oh my God, thank God.
So yeah, I love their red and black, like red jackets with those like black rhinestones.
Whew, gosh, what song? Oh my God, I mean, my head was just shut down. I was sent straight to heaven, and I forgot about the very earth existence once the show started, so yeah, I couldn't tell.
Yeah, they're like red jackets in, I think, the first part of the concert as well, like where they got changed. The videos, like those, the very concept like videos of the Maniac were like of the Ordinary were like really, really cool. Oh my God, they look exactly the same and even better in person. I really wish though that I could get like a closer seat. Hopefully next time I'm gonna manifest it, because oh my God, they were so cool. And I was really shocked that for 2.5 hours straight, so yeah, like the duration of the concerts with all the breaks in between, and actually they do have the interactive game with fans in the like finale, in the like encore stage, like before the final acts. Interactive game where like they would like pick someone to like strike a pose or do the dance moves of their songs. It was so cool. Actually, on the first day, half of like my torso, because I was wearing this very colorful t-shirt, it was actually caught on camera. I was hoping that I'd be caught in that game, but I mean, never happened. But anyways, my beautiful H&M t-shirt had its like 2 seconds of fame. It was cute. I'm gonna try to upload that video though so that you guys can see. I mean, it was really, really cool, and wow, just wow. The crowd was super, super loud. You could tell. I mean, my ears were hurting. My eardrums basically are recovering now. Thank God I can still hear, but I wouldn't be surprised if I went completely deaf. Yeah, the energy they were sending, and Chan kind of flipping back. Screamings, every single detail. I just love live concerts. Like there is no energy like it. Like even those small things like the cameramen moving their cameras, some staff like running to the stage and like quickly, fixing everything. It's just so precious. This is what makes the show. I mean, they might look like imperfections to some people, but to me, I appreciate those like kind of raw moments in between, and also the boys, like when the lights would like, kind of go like, I don't know, shut down. Sorry, I'm not a native English speaker. You can tell it by my accent. With the boys like picking up bottle like stacks with like bottles of water and like wiping themselves with towels and drinking water and just like cracking jokes and stuff. It's just so precious. I just love it. Like the energy those guys exude, and the staff, the crew who like put this amazing stage, like set it up. Like, thank you guys. 감사합니다. That's all I know in Korean. I'm sorry. And yeah, I mean, it's one in a lifetime experience, and it was my first ever show. I actually discovered Stray Kids pretty much at the end of 2021, thanks to BTS, and you guys know the drill. I'm just speechless. I don't know. I wanted to tell so many things, and I'm kind of lost at words because the emotions I'm still getting, and like watching the videos and cracking at my screaming, especially when the song Drive came. Gosh. I'm gonna cherish those moments for the rest of my life. I am official Stay. That's it. I'm an official baby Stay, and I just love this, guys. After what I've experienced with, the other like few thousands of people, and I got to meet those like girls, there were girls like, there was one girl, she actually flew to their concert from Michigan, another one from, dare I say, from Virginia? I'm sorry. Yeah, and me from now Florida. It's so amazing, and I really love how the age difference was so diverse at their concert. Of course, the vast majority were kind of like high school slash 18s, like girls, and mostly girls, of course, and the boys. But I also saw like moms and dads, and I actually on the first day there was one woman, I think in her 40s, sitting with her daughter, and believe me, she was screaming louder than me. Legit. I was like,
Okay, I am a woman who passed her mid-20s, and I'm like, oh, I'm fine, I am.
yeah, I was really blown away by the fact how hardcore and like Stays, they prepared, like they bought like those outfits, the plushes and everything. And yes, I do feel like a virgin Stay. Good. I actually kind of was embarrassed of myself, but listen, I just discovered them recently, and I'm gonna use it as an excuse. Okay, what else? The funny moments of Hyunjin and I think Jisun. Gosh, I have to rewatch it. Dancing while Felix was so nervous singing his song on the first day. His voice is so beautiful. And you could tell I am biased towards Felix because he was the one who lured me in this loophole of Stray Kids.
Oh my god, that iconic part of God's Menu, cooking like a chef on the 5-star Michelin. The moment I heard it, I was like, I'm in. I love that voice.
It sounds like heaven. It's so sexy, it's so sultry. And I really, really love his singing voice, which actually sounds more like a baritone rather than bass. So I'm not a musician just yet. You never know. And I dare to say that he, for the most part, has like baritone bass kind of voice. And I like how velvety it is, and I really like how like high pitch he can actually go.
It sounded just like a little girl.
So yeah. Woo, the choreography, like, I mean, they have insane stamina. I know they work out like crazy, like maniacs, but 2.5 hours of dancing, intensely dancing, screaming, talking, singing, rapping, jumping. Those guys must have some, spare pair of lungs for each member, like hidden somewhere in the refrigerator or in the freezer, because I'd be dying after 5 minutes of doing all that stuff. Like I'd be dead. I do pole dancing, just to keep myself in shape for fun. I don't make money on it. Yeah, just clarifying things. And I have to tell you that after, let's say, 5 minutes of intense like improvised choreo,
I'm lying on the floor near the pole and like panting.
And they, I mean, they're professionally trained, but still, it is so overwhelming, and it is so. I have a huge respect for them, like for all the idols, and especially the Stray Kids, my boys. Yeah, so I think that's all I wanted to share. Yeah, pretty much. I hope you found some helpful tips from me. So yeah, you can try to sneak in the food because the demand and like the crowd was like overwhelming, and the staff who was accepting and scanning tickets, they actually couldn't keep track on every single person. So you can take that risk, because I did take it on the day too, and I don't regret it because it helped me to save a little money, and I made sure to stay hydrated. So yeah, I mean, pretty much that's it. I can't really speak about the merch because yes, there was the merch, but the lines were so long, and I knew and I was expecting that I would not buy merchandise on like prior to the concert because of all the lines and the crazy like crowd surrounding it, because it's gonna take me forever to get anything. And I prefer to be on a safer side and just order stuff online rather than just wait for the delivery, rather than just wait in a line and just miss the beginning of the show. So yeah, have fun guys, and I hope to see you in the future videos. And I really, really wish every single stay out there to get a chance and, see the boys performing live, because it was so, so awesome. And bye, guys. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you soon.